When we discuss transition, which is really the movement of someone with hemophilia from a pediatric hospital to an adult hospital, we recognize that that's a big thing in their lives.
I'm nervous about getting a new nurses and new doctors.
Preparing for a transition is going to be something that is going to be a little difficult at times, but it's going to be worth it. You're going to want to make sure you talk with your parents and definitely talk to them about what type of questions you should be asking your physician, because you might not know what's appropriate or taken the wrong way.
I think there is anxiety about what would that be like? Is it going to be the same? And in truth, it's not the same.
The child, who's now an adult, will be seen by themselves, not with the parents. That causes some stress for families.
Getting prepared to go away to college or university and not having mom or dad help to keep organized in terms of treatment and factor and ordering factor through your clinic, and that can be very stressful.
Communication is absolutely essential. Knowledge of the disorder, acceptance of the disorder. Those are the major keys.
It's hard to let go. It's really hard to trust that I've taught him everything he needs to know. And I know the doctors are there, but they're not there with him every day when he's driving down the road, when he's at university, when he's out living his life.
Probably heard about it a couple of years, probably when I was 15, 16. Definitely at that age, you probably think that you should transition like right away, because you're like, yeah, I can do it. I don't need my parents. It's all right. But really you find out, no, you can't do it on your own.
Their lifestyle is changing. They're going away to school, or they're starting work. They've got changes in their life, and they have to take more responsibility.
Like if you go out with friends, something stupid happens and you haven't had your treatment in like a week, and then you potentially end up bedridden for 2 weeks after that. Just kind of making sure that you make the smart decision and making sure you stay on top of treatments.
When you look at the parallels of learning to first self-infuse and to transition, I think there's a few similarities. One is that it might be your pediatric nurse that is helping you kind of with the process. But eventually the goal is to increase your independence, right? So once you're a self-infuser, it's kind of all on you. And same thing when you transition, right? No one's going to be there to kind of give you that needle anymore or be there with you on those appointments. It's kind of all you.
We're not throwing you out and leaving you on your own. We've got all the supports you need, and your family is still there to support you. But we expect you to take responsibility. When we ask you for your infusion logs, we don't expect you to look over to your parents and say, where are my logs? We expect you to be to take control.
Coming out here to Halifax, it helped because my cousin goes to this current clinic at the Queen Elizabeth II, so they kind of knew of me through the genealogy and stuff.
I didn't know what school I was going to be going into, and so I first transitioned to another adult center, and I was there for about 6 months or so. And right after that, I got into a different school and then made a relocation to that center because everything was under one roof.
That's been an incredibly rich experience. Mainly I'll tell you quite honestly, because of the boys with hemophilia and what they teach you every day. They make you realize what it's all about, and the families that support.
I wouldn't trade my hemophilia because it makes me different and special, and you have to miss a day of school once in a while to come to the hospital and get a checkup.
Thank you.